set things up real quick. Have everyone get a chance to get in here. Well, temperature was a lot nicer today. I should have picked today instead of yesterday to go out. Then I wouldn't have sunburn. Oh, man, my skin's getting a little better, I think, but it's still a little irritated from the sunburn. Yeah. I definitely need to take advantage of the warm weather and try to lose more weight. Because I tend to eat more during the winter, because obviously when you're cold and shivering, that just simply triggers your hunger hormones a lot more often. It's actually pretty irritating. That's why you're more likely to gain weight during the winter than, when it's warmer. Alright, so I just got a tweet out that I went live. Let me see. Actually, what did the markets really do? I didn't really pay too much attention to it. I was trying to give myself some distance because I just keep refreshing CoinMarketCap just to see if Bitcoin's going up yet. And of course, it just likes to go down. It's just so annoying and frustrating. So let's see. Okay, so it's a little up to flat. Equity markets flat to slightly upish, while Bitcoin and altcoins dip a tad bit. Alright, let's do that. I also just finished doing some coding classes, so actually this later module is a lot easier than like the previous ones, and it's a lot faster too. I actually kind of like it. Though I have to admit, because he's going faster, he's not explaining it as well or thoroughly. But on the other hand, it's actually pretty simple what he's describing. Why is... kind of this Trovo is blanked out. What the fuck? What's going on? Well, this thing says it's live. Well, this thing looks like it's working. Oh, what the hell? Oh, thanks for the birthday cake, Sally Parker. Okay, so apparently... Okay, Restream.io is not working with Trovo for some reason. Well, let me get this out there while I tweet that I went live. And I can go take a look at what's wrong. Technology. There's always something going wrong. Alright, what is wrong with this? The API connection has expired. Reconnect. Seriously? That is incredibly annoying. I don't want that to ever expire. Okay, now I have access back to Trovo. Perfect. Alright, there we go. Let me close this to save some bandwidth. Now I gotta change the YouTube title here. What am I going to call it? Ah, shit. What did I just tweet out again? Yeah. Let's do that. Hmm. All right, there we go. Tamaguchi now. So anyway, gotta wait on Greg. So let's take a look. So one thing I've been trying to figure out is, as I get closer to releasing, well, not releasing, but as I start development of the game, I kind of have to wonder. So I probably just kind of need to unpin this then. So I kind of have to wonder. I think I have to just start being more like neutral and stuff. I can't be bashing on the liberals as much, right? Because I can't be pissing people off. It's extremely aggravating. Because one thing I don't like about it is, as time goes on and my following actually grows, if I actually say something that's like, say, pro-America first, which will obviously be inevitable, then all the liberals are going to get really mad at me. It's like, I thought you were one of us, you were cool, man, fuck you, fuck the game, and I'm going to boycott. It's just like, I kind of want to keep that from happening, but the only way to do that is to constantly keep pissing off liberals. So I'm kind of like stuck in like a rock in a hard place. So I'm not really sure how to get around that. So I think maybe I can tweet or retweet certain things that are somewhat hinting at being critical of the Democrats. So that might help. And then I'll just deal with the fallout later. Because I don't think there's really anything I can do to really stop it. Which I don't like, because that's a very passive thing to do. So, But hey, oh well. I mean, I can't just do nothing. All right, so climate hoax proposals. So we don't care. Millions of Americans enrolled in surprise medical billing. Yeah, that's always a thing because it's all a scam. So Riot actually went up a little bit today, so that's kind of surprising. I know inflation was up like 4.7 or 5%, whatever that Yahoo article said. It's up a lot. Let's see. Now they're running some interference for the 10-year yield. So dollar went down a tad bit. There's still a lot of fear in the market for some reason. So Bank of America's down. ExxonMobil is slightly flat to the upside. And then yeah, look at these inflationary protected securities. These things are going way up. Wow. Okay. So I'm guessing maybe inflation is still kind of hitting people on the head. But what I don't understand is, well, I guess because the dollar didn't go down that much, they have no incentive to sell the dollar and start buying stuff. So yeah. Precious metals did okay. So crude oil's up a little. So yeah, it's pretty much just a flat day. Like there's some fear and a little bit of flatness. So I'm not really sure what's holding people back, but they're afraid of something. Oh yes, because now we're going to be looking at Cointelegraph again. Because we're not going to look at this yet. I mean, we already know. Oh man. By the time September 1st rolls around, stock to flow is at 101,000. That's a lot for Bitcoin, and Bitcoin right now is still way behind. Sheds light. Okay, let's actually reload this. Analysts shed light on the DOJ Bitcoin seizure as JBS pays 11 million. Dog was Elon declares crypto space race at BitMEX has begun. Yeah, I don't really care anything about Elon Musk. That guy is an asshole now, so fuck him. Pompeo sparks debate. Has Bitcoin DeFi prior sovereign really overtaken Uniswap? I don't care about that. Proposed New York Bitcoin mining ban watered down to allow green projects. Yeah, that's fine for a Riot because they're already hydroelectric Bitcoin mining, so it's completely green and renewable. In fact, it's also really cheap. What is wrong with the? Oh, great. Okay. Bitcoin hits 37,500 amid warning Thursday. We'll see the next Bitcoin price. Okay. Now that we're much more better equipped with technical analysis, I actually would like to see that, just to see how wrong they might be. Hot stories. Josh predicts Bitcoin crash. Yeah. See, you're gonna see a lot of these headlines, right? It's like Nostradamus has predicted the end of the world in 2012, 2011, and 2014 and 16. It's like they're always making up shit every year. So I'm just gonna ignore that. Hey, American Supremacist, glad you're here. I didn't actually watch the Amazon game priming thingy that they were doing, but I have a huge craving for trail mix and dried fruit. Do I even have that? No, I ate up all the dried fruit already. Like apparently, Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer is out. Actually, I kind of want to see it. Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer. Is it actually out, or is that just someone? Oh, it's a gameplay trailer. Wait, this is April. Oh, I want the new one that was supposedly coming out today. So, BlackRock is making sure we cannot own anything. I think so. I think so. But I was following that Cedar guy from BlackRock for a little bit. He seemed like he was actually kind of accurate too. Conning, Tribe, Shill, Shapiro is all for it. Wait, what's he all for? Wait, what specifically? Why Bitcoin's next breakout may not be an altcoin season signal. Top 5 cryptos, no, but it has made for 25 dog coins so far. I am so mad that I missed the mark on Dogcoin. Had I put my 5 figures into Dogcoin instead of Litecoin, I would actually be a multi-millionaire right now. I'm actually so effing angry about it. Like, despite everything that I knew, I cannot believe I just messed up and screwed up and whatever on Dogcoin. I really hate that they keep moving this around. I don't want this to move around. And, it's gonna haunt me for a long time. Because even if there's gonna be even after this is over and then there's another bull market run, so basically there's a cycle every 4 years because of the stock to flow thing. I don't even know if Dogcoin's gonna be the next big thing next time around. It's always gonna be something different, right? BlackRock is buying all the real estate. Ah, okay. So that's actually surprising that Ben Shapiro talked about it. I guess there you go then. I am betting on Dashcoin. Dashcoin or bust. Yeah, I don't like Dash. I don't care about it. But I mean, it's probably an alright coin. It's been around like forever, so they're obviously a legit project. And they're obviously on the top 100 of CoinMarketCap. Let's see. They are number 53. I just never liked it because look at this thing costs $168 for one coin. I'm gonna take a pass on it. I rather have that much in Dogcoin because that's more likely to 1x and 2x and 100x, kind of thing. Oh, this is from yesterday. Shadow DeFi's conference in Miami this is 23 minutes ago, but it was already taking place. Bitcoin hits stock to flow rebound level not seen since 2017 all time high. Okay, we do want to read that because that's the important thing. Because now that I actually see the value of stock to flow, I'll have to actually. Guild of Guardians pre-game hit 133K as NFT sales surge. Wow. Arrington Capital to back Algorand project with $100 million. That's a lot of money. It's all okay. I don't care. I don't care about the YouTube thing. Probably committing $10 million to reach 100 million users. Okay, I don't even know what that says. CryptoPunk sale. Bullish Bitcoin news flow gives bulls a boost ahead of Friday's 565 million options expiry. Yeah, these option expiries never do anything. At least not that I know of. Bitcoin boon as U.S. inflation hits 13-year high. Wages fall. Okay, I do want to read this. Okay, so I'm glad that they're finally coming out with good articles again. That's why I've stopped reading this. Alright, so let's see what this idiot has to say. Bitcoin 38K, Sharman over internet retracement. Well, that's actually what's happening right now. Bitcoin's in a retracement. Because it went from 31K to 39K or 40K or something. So it needs to pull back a little. Unfortunately, that pullback is right now. I was kind of hoping it would just be over. Wave 2 drop of the C wave on Bitcoin. Okay, so they're using Elliott wave theory. Oh, fuck off. You're seriously gonna... What the hell? This isn't even right. Also, these look like... I'm not even gonna say it. Here, commit price that Bitcoin is below 42. Demands a 20% correction for the entire crypto market capitalization. First, we already had the correction. It's not going to go down anymore because the RSI is already like beyond negative 4,000. And on top of that, we're way below the stock to flow price. So, I mean, it's possible, but I really doubt it. This is more likely what's going to happen. Yes, I would love to see Bitcoin hit 47,000 by June 15th, it looks like. That would just be fantastic. According to this, it's going to dip until basically tomorrow and June 12th. Oh, come on. And then it'll have a very powerful, but this implies that there's going to be a powerful move up during the weekend. You know what, Bitcoin every sale, $7 adoption announcement. Yeah, and then India's getting into it too. Do they explain optimistic floor now at 32K? Alright, I analyze the 4-hour chart. So I don't see a strong. I stick with this bull scenario because I like the reactions from the perma bears who didn't buy the dip. So he's laid out two scenarios here. That's what he did. Yeah, I'm thinking this would probably be more likely, but to be honest, I think 36K might be more of like the bottom for this retracement, which is I think right now, right? Where is... Oh, God, went all the way down. Yeah, 36,000 is the sweet spot. Because I looked at it earlier. You look at the past 1 year, right? Where has Bitcoin had a lot of support, right? It's this price, 33,560. All right, and the next one was somewhere around 36, 37K. You can mouse over it. So that's where Bitcoin is at right now, 36.4. So there's plenty of support. And it's pretty obvious that like everyone already dumped all their crypto anyway because of FUD. You know, because for whatever reason, when Trump bashes Bitcoin, everyone sells. When Elon bashes Bitcoin, people sell. When Elizabeth Warren, who doesn't know anything about this shit, trashes Bitcoin for no reason, right? Well, actually, it didn't really go down that much. Everyone just started ratioing her and just called her basically a stupid cunt. Which is good, because that's exactly what she's being. So, you know, I'll still remain cautiously optimistic. Because so far, nothing super bad has happened, not like before. So again, I think the worst of it is over. It's just a matter of just waiting for that stupid leg upwards. Because we could use some thingamajig here. I'm trying to get kicked off of Star Trek for being AFK. There we go. Bitcoin boom as U.S. inflation hits 13-year high. Wages fall to the lowest this century. Yeah, just to think, almost 100 years ago was the Roaring 20s in America, preceded by the Great Depression. Now it's just everything kind of sucks. Bitcoin gained more free publicity this week as inflation rose, prices are raising faster. Our latest CPI, inflation returns to 2008 levels. Yes. Right, this is just a recap of what I already read on Yahoo. So here's the price of like all the stuff. Yeah, it's going straight up. Yeah, because the Federal Reserve is printing like crazy. This was unexpected by policymakers and economists. No, that's a lie. Tornado manager intelligence was entirely intuitive given the mass money print stimulus that happened since COVID. Yep. We just don't keep up with inflation, so workers got poorer. Yeah, that's the point of a central bank and the tribal international banking system. This is exactly how they rob you without having to institute taxes. So when you factor in taxes, you literally are just losing all the time. Other Bitcoin fears sees on inflation in recent years. The fiat monetary system sees flows it forces to participate. Yeah, that's exactly why big corporations and the government are like going hard after cryptocurrency. Like it's gotten to the point where even Sean Hannity, I tweeted this, like is actually open to the idea of Bitcoin, right? Because he invited Michael Saylor, and I actually watched the interview from yesterday. Like I was actually shocked. Sean Hannity was actually very amenable to the idea of embracing Bitcoin. He just says, I just don't understand it, but I'm trying to. I was actually genuinely impressed. Because normally Sean is just like, your typical like boomer who's just like super close-minded. So if like fucking Sean Hannity can get on board the Bitcoin train, then, everyone else should be able to, right? Which hopefully means that Trump will finally see the light and stop being an asshole about it too. Because that's really irritating. Because he's also misleading all the Trump supporters too. Because like when I tweeted out on like Twitter or Gab or Telegram, yeah, it gets almost no engagement because the boomers just don't want to hear it, right? And why? Because they're constantly being manipulated by the tribe, and then of course that blind loyalty to Trump. So it's like impossible to like move anything, and it's like just very destructive. Volatility is a misleading measure of risk. The foreign distracts us from the problem, while the later distracts us from the. Yeah, okay. CPI is a misleading measure of inflation, Saylor argued in March. He's a multi-billionaire, so he probably knows more than us. That could also explain why, despite inflation going up, like prices are not going up on like crypto and precious metals and stuff, and even stocks, right? Because your dollar is getting like. But the thing is, the dollar is not even getting really weaker. Like it's struggling. I mean, it's fighting a losing battle, but it's fighting pretty well, right? It's down to $90.04. Bitcoin price hits stock to flow rebound. Has Greg come up with the video yet? Okay, this looks correct. 10 minutes ago. Perfect. Alright. I also want to stuff my face with a little bit of... I really shouldn't be eating, actually. I need to... Alright, let's read this real quick, and then we'll... Deviation from stock to flow average has always related a reversal to the all-time high data shows. Yeah, that's what I basically said yesterday. Like, we can clearly see it here. Good. So the question is, how much and when? And preferably a lot, real soon. Bitcoin spending over 3 weeks in 30 grand range has proven a crucial test for one of the best known price models. Philip Swift, Bitcoin's issuing a major challenge to stock flows for forecasting tools. It bounce back time for Bitcoin. Okay. Plan B has voiced concern over the future. Should current levels remain for a longer period, as model risk becomes validated for the first time in its history. No, that's not true. Look at this right here. Look at this time period. This nice little dip from November 11th, 2018, all the way to November 11th, 2018, all the way to basically July 3rd of 2019. So 9 months later, you could see a massive dip here. It's the same thing here. Like it literally could just be doing the same thing, which would be incredibly G-word and annoying, but it'll eventually spike up backwards. And the only reason why this thing dipped a lot was because we had a previous high from the 2017 bull market. So literally everything had to like overcompensate. If you go up a lot, you have to come down a lot, especially if you're coming down from the actual market top. You're going to be staying in the bear market for quite a while, and it's going to hurt a lot, which is basically what's happening now, a mini version of that, which is very annoying. But that doesn't invalidate the stock to flow thing. Not yet. Such an in fact incurred. Before each time Bitcoin bounced off a given price point relative to stock to flow average, eventually hitting all that. It's a long time since price has been this far below the S2F line. I don't know what that is. The divergence outside the bottom of the chart is highlighted by the orange dotted line arrows. The show of arrows. Bitcoin price rebounded hard from such a divergence previously. Yeah, if you're going down a lot, you have to come back up a lot too. Suggests that this year's Bitcoin. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, look at that RSI. Assuming that's what it is. This thing is like near dead. The bull cycle is more around 2013 than 2017. I could barely remember 2013, thanks to the Veracity Amaze price dip. Both 2013 and 2017 only saw a two-tier run to an all-time high. The first peak was followed by a significant drawdown in each instance, which then reversed to spawn a brand new market top. Plan B still believes that 100,000 per Bitcoin will appear this year, while stock to flow calls for either 100K or 288K average price between now and 2024. Yeah, this is exactly correct. But what'll happen is Bitcoin will hit like $1 million, ideally 3 million, but really probably like a million. Definitely at least 500 grand, right, for the top. And then it's going to crash all the way down and stay down that way for like years, right? Between the crash now, well, the crash at the end of this year, as estimated target date, and like the year 2024, 2025. So, because basically, I hate to say use this word, but basically this is an average price. So Bitcoin has to eventually follow the average price of stock to flow, right? And I'm quite excited that in the 2026 bull run, the stock to flow of Bitcoin is going to be like $1.3 million. This is just ridiculous. Because I was really thinking this bull run would be the last bull run that you could easily predict these Bitcoin movements. Oh, there's actually a lot more of this article. Oh, no, or not. Here we go. Earlier this week, he referenced. Oh, I read that. If June close will be 54,000 or higher, and July, August, and also 54 grand higher, then the 50 DMA will bounce off 200 DMA and stay above 200 DMA. So a nice short squeeze and V-shaped bounce back to 54 grand will result in then bounce back scenario. That grammar is wrong. Okay, whatever. Okay, so it's gonna go up. Fine. That's all we care about. Despite inflation and surging, the Fed's gonna be buying even more stuff. Well, that's reassuring. Watch the look in its eyes at the end. Hummingbug rescue. Oh. This dog stared at the wall for hours until he finally realized he was home. Oh, wow. Oops. Wow, he still has not flown out of the nest yet. This guy is way overdue, man. Goy has always been one that laid in the nest while the others perched. Goy has had healthy poop shoots, eating well, great temperature, and now appearing relaxing after a stressful several days. Wait, which one is which again?
Gregory Manarino, and yes, it is still Thursday.
Oh yeah, I had to turn up the volume on my computer because my course is like very low volume, so hopefully that doesn't cause ear rape.
Thursday, June 10th, 2021. How about this? A new record high for the S&P 500. Yep, you heard right. We just closed at a new all-time record high. Now, none of you, not a single one of you that follow this blog are surprised about this. It's so bizarre to me. People calling market tops, market crashes, and they're wrong over and over again. And meanwhile, they still show up as guests on certain people's shows out here. You got to be kidding me. Yeah, you really got to be kidding me. No, the market is going to continue to inflate here.
Oh my god, I literally just forgot to unmute the mic because I was stuffing my face with. God, now I have to explain that whole shit again. Well, the good news is you guys couldn't hear the car alarm outside because I was actually complaining about it. All right, I have to read. What did I just say? That's the thing. Now I was saying something along the lines of, look at the bottom here, 31,684, June 8th. This was 2 days ago, and then since then we went straight up to 38 grand. So Bitcoin has to pull back a little bit, right? If you go up a lot, you gotta come down a lot, but not as much. Before going back up a lot and then come down a lot, but not as much again, right? Up a lot, down a lot, right? That's how it always goes, all right? You can see here, up a lot, down a lot, down a lot, down. Up more, down, up more, down, up more, down, up more, and then now we're at the down part. So, and this has happened over 2 days. So, before I realized that my mic was muted, I was saying that this current pullback that Bitcoin's going through right now, because it's at 36.3K, and hopefully it'll just stay here, that this is the bottom part. This is the bottom now before going up. It should be done either late tonight when I'm asleep, and hopefully going into tomorrow, and then it has to go up during the weekend. Now the problem is crypto always goes down during the weekend, right? But sometimes it does go up during the weekend, and when that happens, Bitcoin has always shot up like crazy. It's an extremely bullish sign because nobody buys into Bitcoin or crypto during the weekends. That's like an actual rule. So if institutions are actually jumping in on the Saturday and then a Sunday morning before Japan wakes up for Monday morning their time zone, holy shit, man. I just hope you had your pre-order tickets for the, rocket ride to Pluto and Mars. And obviously that's what I'm hoping for. So, yeah. I forgot why I went in that diatribe, but alright. I'm going to actually just take my trail mix and walk far away from the microphone. That way I don't have to mute the mic. So in case I forget, you can still hear me.
And it's actually going to inflate much faster. Now, I want to talk about that too. So again, let's just regroup here. Although the S&P 500 today closed at a new record high, that wasn't the real story. The real story is the NASDAQ, or the tech sector, for which you just bailed them out to the tune of $250 billion. Yeah, the American people are going to hand these tech companies that are awash with cash. They have so much cash, this is the literal truth, that they do not know what to do with it. However, Congress wants to give them another $250 billion of your money. Actually, they're going to get it from the Federal Reserve, and that debt is on your back.
Yep.
What are you doing about it?
See, this is why they're going to try to kill Bitcoin. So, because they want to keep doing this shit. Yep. The tribal international banking scam continues to, perpetuate itself. For now.
Are you out here talking about that? Are you blogging about it? What are you doing? I mean, at least I'm trying to do something, and I hope you at least share this video to let people understand what's going on, because they're not supposed to know what's happening here. So yeah, the tech sector put on the biggest gain today because of the bailout. It's a bailout.
Really?
It has nothing to do with the narrative. The narrative is the tech sector is getting all this cash, $250 billion,
yeah.
so we could compete with China.
Well,
It's a fake narrative, and I'm sure that you all know that. But again, what else would you expect here? People don't say anything.
Yeah,
People
I
don't
could use
do
$250
anything.
billion.
The new world order, the new American government, the merger between corporations, and this new government philosophy, like I explained, would happen. It's here in your face. It couldn't be more in your face than right now. So just get used to it. Now, before I move forward here, let's go over the rest of this market here. Dollar fractionally lower today. Crude oil above $70 a barrel. Not too much higher, but like $70.30 WTI. 10-year yield came down a little bit, people. This is fear. Again, this is fear in the market. Although we did hit a record high with the S&P, there's still some uncertainty. There's always uncertainty. And we got the Fed, a big Fed meeting next week, and the market's going to maybe tread water or stay where it is now until it gets reassured from the Fed that...
I completely forgot about that too. Yeah, there's a Fed meeting next week. So, if that can go pretty well, that should be able to boost Bitcoin even more.
They're going to keep buying it all. And the narrative today, especially on CNBC, you see, this is what CNBC does. I think more than any other financial outlet.
I hate to keep pausing this, but do you guys remember this guy, Josh Mandel? His name sounds so freaking familiar. I can't remember if I liked the guy or I hated his guts. And he just randomly followed me like an hour ago. I was like, yeah, alright, I'll follow him back. Because obviously he's like some dude. But, I don't know, maybe someone in the chat can answer that for me.
Mainstream financial, they love to poll economists. So they went out and they ran a poll with economists who are always wrong. They're never right. Never.
I gotta make more food
at least the ones on CNBC, the ones they poll over there. I guess it's because they get the answers they want. Anyway, so they ran this poll here, and the consensus from these rocket scientist economists is that inflation is surging at its fastest pace ever, but it's just temporary. They're following suit with most of the Federal Reserve presidents, saying it's just temporary. It's just temporary.
Not gonna buy that, though.
It's not just temporary. We all know that. In fact, it's going to get much, much worse here. What do we find out today? Year over year, inflation is surging. It's surging. We've never seen this pace before. Meanwhile, incomes are falling. Hourly wages are falling year over year, 2.8%. Corn futures are skyrocketing. Crude oil, as you know, going higher. Look up for yourself for a moment. Do yourself a favor. How many products are made with corn? How many products are made with crude? And you will see the loveliness that you're in for. Moving forward here, people, is out of control. All right, with that out of the way. Gold and silver did do okay today. We put on some gains. Cryptocurrencies remain under pressure. Okay, I don't give a damn. You know that.
I do.
What I want to do here is compose myself because I can already feel my blood freaking boiling here. That's the truth. I want to talk about something. And it's kind of interesting. Going back to CNBC. They had Stanley Druckenmiller today, who's a billionaire, a multi-billionaire hedge fund manager. They had him out today. You see, he's one of those guys that they can't shut up because he's got too much money. So he was out on CNBC today explaining exactly what we already know. He's blasting the Federal Reserve, pointing his finger at the Federal Reserve as the root cause of this inflationary environment. He's not pointing at rising energy prices. He's not pointing at the supply chain disruptions. No, he's saying it's the Fed, just like me and you are already well aware of here.
Now, the Fed and send Ron
this
Paul
is what I want to talk about more importantly. I've explained to all of you that, there's all this dog shit talk about tapering. The Fed has zero intention to taper whatsoever. They don't care about the pace of inflation. It's skyrocketing. It's affecting everyone and everything. They don't care. Their goal is to inflate and then inflate and then inflate some more. Again, pushing the stock market higher, destroying the middle class. Now, we found out today, people, I want you to pay attention to what I'm going to tell you, because I already forewarned about it and it's in our face. So the European Central Bank.
Wow. I would be surprised if we're not out of the stock market by the end of the year, because these babbles can't last that long. Wow. So Druckenmiller isn't even screwing around. He's just like, I'm out of here before this thing even has a chance to explode. Raging mania in all assets. Perfect. This is exactly the catalyst that we need to make Bitcoin $1 million a piece a reality. And then it'll crash, right? But by then, our strategy will be in place. We'll be making boku money off of those puts. We're not going to care about our calls that expire worthless because obviously we knew to overweight our straddles with more puts than calls. And then with all our cash, we buy up we buy up literally the entire world, or at least in my case, maybe I'll find a nice little place in Tampa, Florida, right? Get a house, right? Get a girlfriend or whatever, and then well, at that point, hopefully my game will be somewhat playable and successful, and start Christ's work.
Has now informed us that it will be increasing its asset purchases. So what does it mean? If the European Central Bank is going to be increasing asset purchases moving forward, despite the fact, people, that the European Central Bank has already put out warnings on inflation. So let's see. Let me not flip out for a moment here. So we got the European Central Bank admitting that we have inflation and it's climbing rapidly. Now we have the European Central Bank explaining they're going to increase asset purchases. Now, in case you are not aware of how this works, the Federal Reserve must, and if you didn't hear it yet, must follow suit. The Fed will be increasing asset purchases, increasing as they push the federal funds rate to zero. The Federal Reserve wants the federal funds rate or the overnight rate at zero, and they're going to be increasing asset purchases. So forget the dog shit narrative that there's going to be a taper. They're not tapering anything.
Yeah, they can't.
Nothing. You got that? I really hope you do.
Yeah, they taper it. It's going to make the Democrats look bad. They can't have that.
That's really
they won't have it.
With regard to this, I really hope you're paying attention to what's going on, people. And I hope you're not just sitting here and doing nothing. If you do one thing, that is share this video. You have a social network, one of them, I don't know which one you might have. Share the video. There's a thumbs up down here. Hit that thumbs up and then share the video. People need to hear this stuff. People are being literally walked into a slaughterhouse on a monumental scale. This is what's going on for the longest time. And again, none of this is temporary. It's going to get extremely worse because this is all by design. There's nothing here, people, that is happening by accident. So what does it mean? What are you going to do? Okay, you need to act. Okay, this blog is about people and for people who take action. Okay, that is number one. I mean, get this message out there. Number two is you should be putting yourselves in the right spots, as I have outlined for all of you forever here. Bet against the debt. Become your own central bank. That is, hold hard assets. Pick one. Okay, physical silver. How's that? Physical silver, number one. Number two, gold and platinum, palladium. You got to hold these things. There's no doubt about it. And yes, in my view, I don't care what they're doing to cryptocurrencies here. You need to have some capital allocated in cryptocurrencies. And let me tell you something else about cryptocurrencies. All the negativity out there. You got major banks out here that are getting set up to hold and sell cryptocurrencies to their customers. It's not going anywhere. Let me just clarify that for you. Look it up for yourself. The major banks are some of them are already doing it. So
yeah, Goldman Sachs, even J.P. Morgan, despite J.P. Diamond being an asshole towards crypto. And Michael Saylor, when he put out that $500 million bond to buy Bitcoin, he got like $1.5 billion in interest that wanted to buy in. So there's an extra $1 billion from institutions that just didn't get their Bitcoin. So yeah, a lot of people are getting into it. So at least I know that the FUD surrounding Bitcoin is going to be temporary, right? Because they're obviously just trying to trash it. But I mean, I think it's just a combination of, yeah, these assholes want to buy it for cheap, but there's also, of course, Tribal Inc. just does not want us to be free. All right, because you know, because what do you think would happen? Like, remember, like the CIA and FBI and all these motherfuckers, right? Well, how are they able to do everything that they do? They have the money to do it, right? How are they getting the money? Basically through taxes and our monetary system. So if they don't get the tax money or get a lot less, and then the banking system can't collect because they can't figure out what to do with crypto, then they're all just gonna die off. Like they're like I don't know, what's that image? Like, I don't know, like think of like a parasitic plant that's like sustaining itself through life energy, and then you just like cut it off, and then it just dies on its own. So that's essentially the only way you can kill the beast. So and I like they even I mean that one guy even suggested just make it criminal to convert it into convert Bitcoin into like money. Like that's just not gonna happen. Even if they somehow manage to do that without pissing everyone off, the rest of the world's not gonna go along with that. So yeah. Also, that makes us technically a lot more authoritarian than China. So I'm pretty sure people the optics of that is going to hold them back.
Get in now while the getting is good. If you're gonna miss this boat, look, don't listen to anyone out here because they've been wrong 100% of the time. Every single naysayer with regard to Bitcoin and cryptos has been wrong. All of them. Not one has been correct.
Yeah.
Not one. So this
I've been
is a buying
correct
opportunity.
on it.
Yeah, we've seen cryptos get cut in half recently. Okay. So what? If gold and silver were cut in half right now for you stackers, would you say, okay, it's time to abandon ship? Would you back up the truck? You understand? Opportunity presents itself to those who know. And fortune favors the bold. You understand? Don't sit there like a deer in the headlights and do nothing, okay? With regard to the stock market, it's going higher. The Fed will be increasing asset purchases, mark my words. Okay, and the market is going to love it. You had a record high today with the S&P 500. We just bailed out the tech sector. How do you feel about that? How did you vote? Okay. Oh, you mean you didn't vote? You mean our congressional representatives who do not represent you at all? They are 100% for the corporate agenda. Oh, you mean they just get whatever they want to? Oh yeah, that is how it works in this new American government, this merger between corporations and this new thing here is, you get nothing. You get flecks of dog shit thrown in your face. As inflation is skyrocketing, as wages are dropping, as you're fed propaganda and lies and fake news, oh yeah, but you just take it. People, it's time to do something. And start by sharing these videos because you're not going to get this information from anywhere else. I really don't think so. Especially with a guy who's had a track record that is really unfreaking believable. And, I'm not really tooting my own horn, but maybe I am a little bit. Look at my record. It's been pretty freaking awesome.
Yeah,
I work really hard at this. And I work hard at this for you.
Yeah, I'm going to have the face cam off for pretty much the summer until it cools down. I mean, today's actually a pretty cool day, but I'm enjoying just being in my shorts with my shirt off. On top of that, I still have sunburn on my skin, so I kind of don't want to wear a shirt because it's going to irritate my skin even more. But I'll probably come back like, I don't know, end of September or something. Or I don't know, maybe like we'll make a killing on like the next Bitcoin leg upwards before the next correction, and then like we play it perfectly, and then I'll do that Leonardo DiCaprio. That's actually a pretty funny still picture of Greg. He's like pointing his finger at you. Wolf of Wall Street. Yes. See, the problem is I don't want to hit the images because I don't want nudity to accidentally show up here. Matthew McConaughey was in Wolf of Wall Street? Mark Hanna. Oh, he was... I didn't know that. He was actually in that movie? Wolf of Wall Street meme. Maybe I should try the meme. Because there's a specific one where you just see Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah, this is the one. This is the one I'm looking for. But the problem is I need something that's animated, and he's just like, yes, yes. And he's just like screaming, yes. Okay, because I have to get that thing ready. Because I have a lot of fucking naysayers too. I don't know. I'll probably just have to maybe cut the clip out from the movie itself then, I guess.
I don't do this for myself. I know all this stuff already. You understand? I do it because I feel like I'm making a difference for all of you so you can understand what's actually happening. Okay? Aside from the fist feeding dog shit, crap, nonsense, propaganda. We've never seen anything like this before, people. This is an incredible environment. But it also presents opportunity as well. And I hope you do something. All right, with that said, people, please, like I said, share this video. Get it out there. Very important. I'll see all of you in the lovely morning, and that's it.
That's right. Today is Thursday. It feels a little bit like Friday. Okay, so alright, so we just have to wait for the idiot market to wake the hell up and then start buying up everything. You know, as Bitcoin is bad for crime, Bitwise, and okay, so this is actually a pro-Bitcoin thing. So this is good. So there's a lot more. So the more that people find out about Bitcoin and the truth about it, the more they'll realize, hey, something's not right here. Maybe I should get into Bitcoin. So hopefully there's going to be an explosion upward. I just don't know when. I'm just hoping that's going to be tonight or tomorrow, assuming 36K is the bottom here, right? And then, you know, we can mosey on along, because Cryptosaurus in his video today actually said that Bitfinex has a large amount of short positions on Bitcoin. So if the whales, hopefully it's whales, that's about to go long and not doing the shorting, we can get a really nice short squeeze, and then Bitcoin should hit somewhere around 48,000 or 47,000. That's what George said. So that would just be fantastic, because so far it's actually looking pretty good for Bitcoin. It's looking very good. But we'll see what the Japanese do later tonight when they wake up, right? Because it's going to be morning over in Tokyo in Japan pretty soon, in like a few hours. So, you know, hopefully that'll be good. But in the meantime, I think I am going to go, because I think, let me see, did I cover everything I wanted to? I mean, I guess we'll keep this one short, because, you know, I need to relax more. Because yesterday really took a lot out of me, because the stupid heat exhaustion shit. I'm still trying to recover from that, so, you know, and then can work out tomorrow, hopefully. Get back to lifting weights. Because I really want to drop this weight. Like, this weight is actually, like, really a problem. Like, I actually didn't know that because you're fatter, and it makes sense, you actually drink more water to maintain hydration. Simply because there's just more body weight for you to maintain. That actually would explain why I seem to be dehydrating all the time, because, you know, I still got too much body fat. Which sucks, because, you know, I really want to eat dinner tonight, but I think it would be better if I just simply ate like 200 calories worth of non-fat, pure protein yogurt, and then just call it for the night, and try to, you know, under-eat on the calories. Weight loss. I hate it so much. Anyway, have a good day or night. I'll see you all tomorrow. I mean, I already bought everything that we needed to, so I think I'll try to make sure to do the straddle video next week. But really, I kind of just want to wait until it's clearly obvious that Bitcoin is like going up. So, you know, because we're not going to do a straddle now. There's no point. Right? Well, A, because I still haven't recovered my money from Riot yet. Riot's improving, but I still need Riot to go back to $62 a share. I think that's, or ideally $72 a share. That's only going to happen when Bitcoin goes back to 64K or even starts going to all-time new highs. Oh well. Alright, anyway, have a good night or day or thingamajig, and I will see you all